Well, I thought that was a powerful service, and I want to thank you so much, Brother Christopher. And I've often thought that the music, praise music, is a gateway into the presence of Elohim. And sometimes when I suffered some of my worst depression, I would put on some praise music, and it's like it would just melt off. That's how I've learned over the years to fight that. And because demons of depression cannot exist in the same place where there's praise.
Exactly.
They can't tolerate it. They'll try to stick in as hard as they can, but the longer that praise music plays, they have to flee because they can't tolerate it, because they're the darkness and they can't tolerate the light. And so that's a powerful, powerful testimony. The glory cloud, I experienced that when I was probably 8 or 9 years old. It was a Methodist church before the Methodist church has completely fallen away in many ways. But it was a revival service, and people were there for hours petitioning the Father after the service, after this sermon was delivered. It was such a powerful sermon. And I remember, excuse me, I remember some of the most hardened people in that presence, some of the most hardened people, some of the most, the kind of people that just don't seem to have any kind of connection to Elohim at all. They broke down in tears. Some of them ran to the front, asking forgiveness for their sins. And I was it struck me. It was a powerful, powerful thing. But I believe that it says in Joel that the latter rain is going to be greater than the former rain. I think that if we go through some very trials, if there is a tribulation period, if there's a period of great, tribulation just means great trouble for the assembly. If we go through that, it sometimes the Father uses he uses these things, to purify his people. And it's definitely not a fun thing to go through, but the trouble that we might go through in the future, potentially, he will more than counteract it with his glory and his presence. Baruch Hashem.